right, here he is, the #1 UFC welterweight contender. He has never fought for the title before, but on the strength of a long winning streak, he has arrived at the precipice of a world championship here tonight.
He's been working so long to put himself in this position. He has been working so diligently to try to earn himself a shot at a championship. Tonight he gets that opportunity. He is a well-rounded fighter. He's so tremendous in all aspects of mixed martial arts. I cannot wait to see him compete and try to become the champion.
And I'm not sure that any athlete in this welterweight division has handled adversity, professional and otherwise, as well as this man has. He is forged as he hits the proving ground for his first UFC title fight tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Caio the Natural Borralho. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, all referee for this one. All right, here we go. Khamzat Chimaev, with much fanfare, is back as this round gets underway, and not the fight during which to get up and grab a beer. This man usually works quickly, fights as if he's double parked out front, and he believes in this particular matchup that he is going to get a knockout or submission, and it might just happen here early in this round.
He's got the single collar tie.
Nice work here on the clinch by Chimaev. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Looking to land the right just out of range. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Strong punch to the head in the clinch. 3 minutes in our opening round. Well, one got through, that kick was blocked.
Oh, he's doing a really good job of leveraging off the strike, too. He's getting them out here. Big ground and pound.
posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Massive shot from the top. Oh, nice.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back.
Oh, he's got a guillotine here. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, under the chin here. Could be the end.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Oh, he keeps attacking that left eye. Now it's starting to close. Round 2 is next. All right, so the round is over. The swelling on the fighter's eye is getting out of control at this point in time. Maybe they bring in the doctor to see if his vision has been impaired. It has certainly been compromised to some extent here. But again, he has had no answer for the offense coming back tonight, and as such, that eye is nearly swollen shut. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swell.
All right, round 2.
Both of them landed there. Big punch from the clinch.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't, John, because there's no windup. There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up, get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Oh, and he defends another takedown here. I'm not sure when frustration sets in for the wrestler, but good up his letting this far.
Well, he thought that he'd be able to secure these takedowns, and you can see him getting frustrated every single time this balanced fighter defends one. Hats off to the balanced fighter. He knew it was in front of him, and he prepared himself accordingly to defend these takedown attempts. That eye's starting to close.
Well, he's able to get back up here, but oh, man, is he on wobbly legs.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Chimaev gets the single leg takedown.
Oh, he's got a choke.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Squeeze that arm triangle.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
And he's back up. It's amazing. One calf kick can do so much damage. Starting to show some signs of bruising there.
It's already starting to limit him.
Under a minute now in round 2.
Lands that beautiful
Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, bails on the submission now. seconds here.
Nice defense. Good run.
All right, so the round is over, and this fighter's eye is swollen shut. Well, not quite, but it's getting worse at this point in time, and it's certainly something that bears watching the cut man in there quickly. He has applied the end swell, but I'm not sure this fighter's going to be able to answer the bell here for this next round. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Chimaev's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Big right hook there by the champ.
What a strike from off of his back.
Great shot from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now.
It looks like the arm triangle's getting very close. Now he's got to get off to the side, drop his chest to the mat, and get the finish.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really affected with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Trying to get offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attacks. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Final seconds.
Really good level change. In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, take a seat.
All right, there's the horn. The round is over, and how about the swelling on that eye? It is only getting worse by the moment. It looks like the eye isn't completely shut, but it is moving in that direction. Not a good reality for him here. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got it.
Gets on to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Caio Borralho's punch of choice. Every time he landed that hook hand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Oh, big elbow. Now they separate.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening.
Okay, it's gonna be there.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now some separation. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Well, you know he's...
Guillotine.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Push off his head and posture.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
Oh, he got to his spot.
All right, take your time. Take your time. Relax. Breathe. Move and relax for me.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Trying for a submission here.
That is tight.
Oh, he's out. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, I guess the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next round. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and the doctor's not going to let you continue as a one-eyed fighter. You all can see the swelling around his eye. It is awesome, and I'm not sure how much longer he can stay in this fight. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, fifth and final round. Chimaev gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
Big inside kick. Great job moving into his opponent and getting to that single collar tie.
Khamzat Chimaev gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Setting up for a finish here. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight. Oh, that's in. That's in. He got it!
One and done.
Holy smokes.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got in his position. He found the submission, he squeezed, and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of round number 5. For the winner by submission,